Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. X square negative 2ax positive y square negative 4by equals to 0. The equation of a circle in the xy plane with center 2, 4 is shown above. What is the radius of the circle? Okay, here we have the equation of a circle, and for this circle we have to find the radius. And when I look at the given equation, it is in general form. Okay, now let me write the equation for circle in general form. That is x square positive y square positive 2gx positive 2fy positive c equals to 0. Okay, when we have an equation of a circle in general form, there is a formula to get the center. That is center equals to negative g comma negative f, and also we have a formula to get the radius. That is radius equals to square root of g square positive f square and negative c. Okay, here we can get the values of g, f and c from the equation of the circle. So to get the value of g and f, we have to consider the coefficients of x and y. And to get the value of the constant c, we have to consider the constant term we have over here in the given equation. Okay, now what we can do is we can write the given equation exactly in this form. For that, we have to write this x square and y square together. Then we get x square positive y square. Then we have to write the x term, that is negative 2ax. Then we have to write the y term, that is negative 4by, and there is no constant in the given equation, so it is equal to 0. Okay, now let's compare this one and this one. Here the coefficient of x is 2g, and here the coefficient of x is negative 2a. And also here the coefficient of y is 2f, and here the coefficient of y is negative 4b. And here the constant term is c. Here there is no constant term, that is c equals to 0. Okay, now to solve for g in this equation, we have to divide both sides by 2. When I do so, this 2 will cancel out. I'm getting g equals to, this 2 will cancel out. I'm getting negative a on the right side. Okay, here let's divide both sides of this equation by 2. Then this 2 will cancel out. I'm getting f equals to 2 goes into 2 1 times, 2 goes into 4 2 times. I'm getting negative 2b. Okay, now let's multiply both sides of this equation by negative 1. Negative 1 times g is negative g, and here negative 1 times negative a is positive a. And here also we can multiply both sides by negative 1. Negative 1 times f is negative f, and negative 1 times negative 2b is positive 2b. Okay, here I got the center. Let me write the stuff over here. Center negative g comma negative f equals to a comma 2b. So here we have the formula for center negative g comma negative f. That's what I have found over here. Okay, here I got the center of the given circle a comma 2b. Already we have center in the question, that is 2 comma 4. So this 2 comma 4 and this a comma 2b, both of them represent the same stuff, that is the center of the circle. So what we can do is we can equate them. That is a comma 2b equals to 2 comma 4. Okay, then here the 2 points are equal. Whenever 2 points are equal, the x coordinate and x coordinate over here are equal. Then we can equate a and 2, and also the y coordinates are equal. Then we get 2b equals to 4. Let's divide both sides of this equation by 2. When I do so, this 2 will cancel. I'm getting b equals to 2. My aim is to get the values of g and f so that I can plug in the values of g and f over here, and the value of the constant 0 for c over here, and get the radius. Okay, now to get the values of g and f, what I have done is I have to plug in the values of a and b into these two equations. Okay, now let me plug in over here. So here we have g equals to negative a. For a, we can plug in this 2. Then we get g equals to negative 2. And we have f equals to negative 2b, that is negative 2 times. So for b, we got the value 2. We can plug in 2 for b over here, then we get negative 4. Okay, here I got the value of g, that is negative 2, and the value of f, that is negative 4, and already we know the value of c, that is 0. Okay, now using this formula, we can get the radius of the circle. Okay, now let me do it over here. The radius of the circle equals to, the formula is g square positive f square negative c square root of the value of g is negative 2. Then we can plug in negative 2 for g over here, negative to the whole square. And for f, we have negative 4, that is negative 4 the whole square, negative, the value of c is 0, we can plug in 0 for c. Okay, here square root of negative 2 the whole square is 4, and negative 4 the whole square is 16. Okay, so we can ignore this 0, then we get square root of 20, and we can write this square root of 20 as 2 times, square root of 2 times 2 times 5. Okay, here I just have written the prime factors of this 20. So when I multiply 2 and 2, 4, 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, for every two same numbers multiplied inside the square root, one number can be taken out of the square root. So for these two 2's, 1 2 can be taken out. Then we have 5 inside the square root. Okay, here I got the radius of the given circle, that is 2 times square root of phi. We find this 2 times square root of phi in answer choice B. The correct answer choice for this question is B.